Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, March 15, 2017, 6 o'clock at night, perfect day to talk about sales. And what I want to specifically talk to you about today is psychometrics. Now, this is a term that's not going to go away moving forward from 2017 and beyond. So to give you some perspective, the marketing term demographic comes up a lot, and a demographic is a group of people. So I fit into a lot of different groups. I'm 40 years old, I'm a male, I have a certain income, I drive a certain car, I like to vacation in certain spots. That's a demographic, and that's cool. So that just puts me into a big giant pool, okay? I'm somewhere in this pool. Now, a psychographic is where one more group of information is gathered. So somebody would give me a quiz, or I would sit down and do some sort of focus group to help determine the other pools that I belong in. And so a psychographic could be that there's really 3 different pools inside of a pool that an organization wants to go after. Now, if you're a salesperson, chances are really good you sat down with somebody that got a marketed lead that was not your client, right? That somehow it slipped through the demographic and that person wasn't meant for you. The reason why psychographics become so important is because instead of going after this big giant pool, your company, your organization, whatever you do would decide to go, we're only going to go after 1, 2, and 3. Everybody else, they're not our client. We're not going to deal with them. But to get to this point where you know where 1, 2, and 3 is, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of work. And you got to know that sometimes when you're asking the questions, people really don't give you the answer. So you got to look for the group of people, which would be referred to by some as a hyper-responsive, as somebody who's in that group willing to talk and willing to have the conversation. So all the marketing and all the information and all the names of the products and services are based upon interviews, comments, focus groups based upon pool number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many are in that group. And the only way that you can do that is to go out, interview people, or bring them in and have conversations with somebody who's willing. Now, the mistake that a lot of companies make is they pay somebody to do this, and they're not really getting their true buyer. They're not really getting the person who is the responsive person that they need. So psychographics become super important is because now all of your marketing is focused after like 1, 2, and 3 instead of this big giant pool, and you stop seeing people that you shouldn't be dealing with. Okay? Does this make sense so far? I'm sure it does. It really does help you out. So psychographics are not going away. It's something you're going to see more of. A really good resource is Ask by Ryan Levesque. I'll put some notes down in the description down here for you. Really good book. His Ask method is fantastic. It's amazing. If you're in business, you should really know about it because this is the way that a lot of online marketing is going, is it's going this direction. Big companies have been using this. So take a look, figure out what you could do to narrow down these pools. Instead of like going after the whole swimming pool, you could go after the people who are over here in the deep end or over here in the shallow end, and then everybody else you just leave alone. Okay? They're an outlier. They're not the person that you're supposed to deal with. So check out Ryan Levesque's book. It's awesome. It's fantastic. You should own it. And we'll go from there. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last of all, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.